Hello students, welcome back to our online class. Students, take out your English 1 book, page number 29. Today we'll start a new chapter, that is chapter number 5, The Old Gentleman, page number 29. So this story has been written by E. Nesbit. Okay, E. Nesbit was born in 1858 and died on 1924. So E. Nesbit. Now, what is the full name of E. Nesbit? E. Nesbit the full name of E. Nesbit is Edith Nesbit. So she was an English author and also she is a poet. Now she was born in England. Okay. Now then what happened? Then she spent her childhood in France, and so this story is an extract from the novel The Railway Children. Okay, she have written very famous novel like The Railway Children in 1906 and The Book of Dragons in 1901, The Five Children and It in 1902 and The House of Arden in 1908. Okay, this is all about the author. Now let us start the chapter, The Old Gentleman. Peter, Phyllis and Roberta live in a house near a railway station with their mother. Now these are three children who used to live with their mother, okay, near a railway station. One day the children wave at a train. Wave means they used to wave at a train in this way, okay, whenever an old gentleman returns the gesture and it becomes an everyday affair. And what happened? And when they waved at the train, then one old gentleman, he also used to wave at them. Now read this extract to know what happens when the children's mother falls ill. Now let us know what happens in the story. The children could not keep away from the railways. They began to know the hours when certain passed and they gave the names to them. The 9:15 up was called the Green Dragon. The 10:07 down was the Worm of Wantley. The Midnight Town Express, whose shrieking rush woke them from their dreams, was the fearsome Fly-by Night. Now what is the underline the word shrieking? Underline the word shrieking and fearsome. Shrieking means sharp sound, fearsome means fearful. Now these children, namely the Roberta, Phyllis and Peter, they lived near a railway station with their mother. Now what happened? These children have given the names of their railways. So these children have given several names to the trains. Okay, so the 9:15 up train was called the Green Dragon. So yes, they have given the name Green Dragon. Then the 10:07 train was given the Worm of Wantley. And again one train was given the name of the Midnight Town Express. So these are some of the names which the children have given. Now this Midnight Town Express, this train has very sharp sound. Okay, that means shrieking sound. Now just now I have told you that's one of the old gentlemen used to wave the hand, is not it? Okay, let us see. It was by the Green Dragon that the old gentleman travelled. He was a very nice looking old gentleman. He had a fresh colored, clean shaven face and white hair. Of course, the children didn't see all this at first. In fact, the first thing they noticed about the old gentleman was his hand. One person used to wave the hand from the Green Dragon. Okay, now that gentleman was the old gentleman who used to wave the hand to the children. And in the beginning they could not see the face of the old gentleman. Okay, but after it became a custom, the custom of waving the hands, now they also had a closer look to the old gentleman. He was a very nice looking gentleman and he was very fresh colored, and clean shaved. Okay, and he had also white hairs. One morning, as they sat on the fence waiting for the Green Dragon, Phyllis said, "The Green Dragon's going where father is." Now one morning what happened, the three children were waiting for the train to come. Okay, one of the children who named Phyllis, he said that the train is going where their father is. I say, Phyllis suggested, let's all wave to the green dragon as it goes by. So when the green dragon tore shrieking out of the mouth of its dark lair, which was the tunnel, all three children stood behind the railing and waved their pocket handkerchiefs. So when this train it reached to the mouth of the canal, that is mean the mouth of its dark lair means the opening of the tunnel, that means the starting of the tunnel. So when the train reached, these children started waving their handkerchiefs, okay, to the green dragon train. And out of the first class carriage a hand waved back. Then it was the old gentleman's hat. So this old gentleman also waved his hand by saying the three children. After this, it became a custom for waves to be exchanged between the children and the 9:15. So this waving of hands became their regular custom. That means it became a regular habit that the children also wave at the train, and in lieu of that, the old gentleman also waved by seeing the three children. And the children liked to think that perhaps the old gentleman knew father and would meet him and tell him how his three children stood on a rail far away in the green and waved their love to him every morning, wet or fine. So the children thought that the old gentleman might be knowing their father, and he may tell that yes, your children are all well. And whether it is a rainy season or dry season, they never used to miss, okay, to wave their hands, to come and wave their hands to the green dragon. One day mother had to stay in bed because her head ached so. Her hands were burning hot and she could not eat anything and her throat was very sore. So what they mean? Underline the word sore. Children, underline the word sore. Sore means pain. One day their mother was ill and her throat was also sore. That means her throat was in pain and she had also fever. Peter was sent to the house in the village that had 3 laburnum trees by the gate, and on the gate a brass plate with W. Forrest MD on it. Now Peter was sent to a doctor. The doctor's name was W. Forrest, that is MD. MD means doctor of medicine. Okay, Peter was sent to the doctor. Okay, then the doctor was W. Forrest. The name of the doctor is W. Forrest, who was an MD. MD means doctor of medicine. W. Forrest MD came at once. When he had seen mother, he said it was an influenza. So the doctor came in and observed the mother. Then when the doctor observed the mother, then he said it is an influenza, that is a kind of fever. Now, dear child, he said in the hall of Roberta, I suppose you'll want to be the head nurse. Of course, said she. Well then, I'll send down some medicine. Keep up a good fire. So he said, yes, Roberta, now you have to be the nurse of your mother. Then Roberta said, yes, I will be the nurse of my mother. Then the doctor said, well then, I will send you some medicine to give to your mother. Have some strong tea made ready to give her as soon as the fever goes down. So he recommended to give her strong tea as soon as her fever goes down. She can have grapes, soda water and milk, and you would better get in some soup. So he also recommended to give soda water, milk, grapes and some soup. She asked him to write it all down and he did. Then he had written all the needed things in paper. When Roberta showed mother the list he had written, mother laughed. It was a laugh Roberta decided, though it was rather odd and feeble. That means Now this Roberta showed her mother the list. Then this Roberta's mother got angry and Roberta's mother laughed. Okay, laughed and in a very feeble voice. Feeble means lacking force. Force. Okay, lacking force. Nonsense, said mother, lying in bed with eyes as bright as beads. I can't afford all that. I should like some more water now, love. And will you get a basin and sponge my hands? Nah, she told, this is all kind of nonsense because we cannot afford to buy such expensive things. She will take water in the sponge and she'll all be fine. Roberta obeyed. When she had done everything she could to make mother less uncomfortable, she went down to the others. Her cheeks were very red, her lips set tight, and her eyes almost as bright as mother's. She told them what the doctor had said and what mother had said. Now that whatever the mother said, Roberta obeyed, but she was also very much tense. Why this mother was not obeying anything? It's not it now. She have gone to her siblings with her wet eyes and told everything what the doctor prescribed, and the mother also refused to obey all these things. So children, in the next class I shall teach you the another portion. Okay, till then, thank you.